We're recording. Okay. So, little treat here for us. My dad, big music fan, and I thought it'd be fun, since I've got all these great headphones on hand, to have him over and do some listening, mainly classic rock stuff we listen to. So, Pink Floyd, Eagles, Led Zeppelin. A little bit of Dwight Yoakam. That was a
Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick. Okay, so I'm just gonna hold him up. I'll tell you which headphones we were listening to, and we'll see what he has to say about them. So, this was the first one we did, which is the SR1A. These are these crazy ribbon things that you put on your head. What was your impressions of this one?
Well, first thoughts were, man, that's weird, and which direction do you put them on, and everything else. But once I got it figured out, I actually kind of like the open air concept. You can still kind of pay attention on something else that's going on in the room where the other really blocks that.
Yeah. Did you feel comfortable wearing them once you got them on?
Yeah. Yeah, it was comfortable as all get out. And wasn't confining at all. And some headphones, the earpieces are so small, the inside part of it, is that it doesn't encapsulate the ear, and maybe that helps actually with being able to hear a little bit of what's going on around you.
I didn't think about that, but yeah, people with big ears, these might be really good.
That could be the answer for big ear, Dumbo ear size people.
Yeah, maybe. Sound wise, any notes that you have on these?
I actually really like the sound. I liked it better than some of the more expensive ones.
Well, these are pretty pricey too. These are, I don't know, maybe $3,000 or something like that.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'd just be scared to break them.
Yeah, they do feel, but I would say, I was kind of scared that I'd break them too, but really I think they're fairly robust. Actually, it's all metal, carbon fiber, leather. So, I wouldn't say it's the most elegant solution, but it functions.
And I kind of like, all of these. I kind of like the carbon, not necessarily the carbon fiber, but the leather part that actually, it hangs off of your head from.
Oh, so you like this suspension strap?
Those leather suspension straps are very comfortable.
Yeah, I'm a fan as well. Okay, so next up we listened to, while we were listening to the SR1A, we also tried the LCD5 here, so this guy. And, I definitely preferred this over the SR1A. You didn't seem to think so, though.
Yeah, I was really liking the SR1A better. I thought it had a better quality of sound and a better range from what I can hear.
So, for me, I thought the LCD5, I don't know, I just think it's clean, great resolution. Bass is phenomenal, I think, extremely detailed, but, as we discussed, it's not a lot of bass, but what's there is really, really good.
No, it's not overpowering.
So, I would take the LCD5 over the SR1A, definitely, but, different strokes, different folks. All right, so the next one was the one I was really interested about, and that's where we did the HE6SEv2 versus the HE1000V2s. Okay, so initial impressions that you had for these two? We talked about the price difference, right? You get $6,000 versus I bought those for $1,500.
Yeah, huge. To me, I couldn't see enough better quality in sound to even come close to justifying the extra cost. And I actually liked the sound of the cheaper ones better than the more expensive ones.
And so for me, I'm kind of in the same boat where I don't know that I could justify buying a HE6SEv2, but I found it better personally, just kind of all around. I just feel like it presents space a little bit better, I thought. I feel like it resolves things just a little bit better. I don't know. It's just all around just little increments better. I felt like personally.
And maybe when you get to that level, that's what you're going to see is little increments. For if money was no objects, yeah, it'd be cool to have. It'd be better, but
would you agree that, like, I personally feel like these two headphones, like, you can definitely tell that they're by the same brand, kind of related? Do you feel like their sound is
kind of
pretty close, or do you feel like they were, different?
It was pretty close. I think it was just a more refined of the same sound, but myself, I like the sound of the cheaper ones, just almost equal.
Okay. And then we threw this guy in the mix, which is the HE6, and we said, this is a $500 one, and you said you actually like this one.
I like the sound of it better than both those other two more expensive ones.
Did you feel like the amps made a difference? Because we switched, so we have, I've got the HSA1B that we were running these off of, and the Burson Soloist, and we were kind of flip-flopping them. Did you feel like that made much of a difference?
I don't really think that made a whole lot of difference. To me, when we were switching back and forth, I should have been paying more attention to where the volume was set, so I could start off right at
volume match, yeah,
at a match volume, as opposed to it's lower and then I got to turn it up.
Well, what made that tough?
Because we listened to different volumes.
So what was interesting is I got my decibel meter out because I was like, damn, Dad, you're listening really loud. And so he listens about 90 decibels, and I'm more in like the 70, 75 decibel range. So we didn't really volume match really well when we were swapping.
Not too. But you got a long life to live yet, and who knows what I got left. Not near as much, I can tell you.
Not worried about saving your ears, huh?
Well, and I've already done the damage. I've been at concerts and listened to music, clear back into the early to mid 70s. So some of them get really loud when you're there live.
Indeed.
Yeah, I've probably got some hearing damage.
Now, when we were listening to the Susvar and the HE1000, I remember you said they were clearly more comfortable than the SR1A and the LCD5. After we listened to the rest of these, did you still feel like these were the most comfortable ones?
Yeah, to me, I don't know that my ears are necessarily big, but the ear fit these oblong. Who has round ears? The ear fit to the oblong shape, to me, is more comfortable to wear.
I would agree. I think these are, for me, these are the most comfortable ones, I think, as well. And they're probably lighter than, they're probably the lightest ones, too, maybe. They got to be close to the lightest ones.
Yeah, could be. And it still had the leather to sit on top of your head, as opposed to a metal or plastic slide that ends up rubbing a sore spot.
Okay.
Especially if you happen to have a ball cap on. It's that little bean in the top.
Well, yeah, I don't think most people wear ball caps when they're listening to $4,000 headphones, but...
Well, I probably wouldn't be mowing the lawn with them on.
No, probably not. But especially since they're all open back. So,
but it'd be nice.
All right, so our last ones that we kind of compared head-to-head were the Final D8000 Pro and the Diana TCs. So, thoughts on either of these ones that come to mind?
Both were good. I could pick up like the Pink Floyd albums and Dark Side of the Moon and even the Led Zeppelin stuff. I heard stuff that I've never heard before through
this one, right?
The Abyss.
The Abyss. And you thought this overall was your favorite.
That was my favorite of all of them.
And you thought that was, we talked about that this one just sounds, it's got a power, like a powerful sound to it.
Yeah, and to me it sounds closer to being there.
Yeah.
To a concert, to a live recording.
And I would say, I don't know, almost for my taste, I feel like maybe I might even take the finals over this, just because I think these are so easy to listen to. But if you go back and forth, I think it's pretty clear that these are much more exciting, engaging. They resolve better.
They resolve better. Just the others are a little more better fit to the ear.
Yeah, I agree. They're more comfortable. These ones, we'll have to talk more in depth about this, but they fit a little weird, I think. And
overall sound and quality, though, it was, to me, hands down tops of all of them.
Okay, yeah. So, and my top is the Susvara out of all of these. I mean, I'll do more in depth, videos on each of these and do some more in depth comparisons. But I thought this would be just kind of fun, just because I had an extra person around to try them out. So, I'll take the Susvara. He'll take the Abyss. Although neither one of us would spend that kind of money on them, so there's that.
Nope. Except I'm going to unplug these and take them with me.
Well, leave me a check. All right. Well, thanks, Dad. I appreciate you being here. That was fun.
You're welcome. Glad to help. Hope it helps. Hope somebody learned something from it.
Yeah. Hopefully it helps your decision if you're trying between these. Again, I'll do more in-depth videos on all these here coming up, so stick around. We'll see you next time. Bye. Yeah.